So I can group together, okay, if I want to set up this TikTok live strategy, we have someone already in the team who can do that. On Monday, I need to have a call with that person, tell them this is what you need to do, It's now been passed over to them. I can just literally open this, share access, publish it, and give them access so they can see exactly what I'm expecting of them. They can see all of the SOPs and all of the related documentation. And also give employees a responsibility that they are able to update any documentation that is within the company. So if something isn't clear to them, they're able to ask their manager a question on what are they supposed to do here. But then once they've asked that question, they need to update the documentation to contain that information so that then the next person who comes on to do that job, if we onboard a new person, they're not going to have the same question. They're not going to be stuck on the same thing because the documentation has already been updated. For example, if we have like 24/7 chat, it's not really a strategy, but it's something that needs to be done, 24/7 chatting. It means that we need to have 5 team members, so chatter 1, chatter 2, chatter 3, chatter 4, chatter 5. Then we could also add in like model content collection. Again, we need to add in the owner. Again, what are like the skill sets that the model manager would need? Really, it's going to be about communication and organization is what makes a good manager, or if it's someone who's had experience working on OF before, also tends to work pretty well. And some people get very, when I tell them that we have 12 to 15 people working on one OF, they often can't believe it. But you can see here how we're not actually managing our own chatting at the moment. I'm actually outsourcing that. So this isn't a requirement for us. But you can see here, if we just have like a few strategies in place, bearing in mind to manage 2,000 Instagram accounts, we have one employee able to manage between 150 to 180 Instagram accounts because of the systems and automation that we have in place. It's still 11 employees that are needed in order to manage just that many Instagram accounts. So very quickly on one profile, if we're managing chatting and everything ourselves, we can have a team of 12 to 20 people working on an OF account. So, but anyway, the purpose of this, I didn't want to add in too much here. It's just to give you like an overview of you being able to visually see, this is the type of strategies that I want to run. This is a rough resemblance of what my team needs to look like in order for me to execute on this and get all of this set up. So this is us just like planning out and mapping. It's very kind of scattered, but just to give like a visual overview of these are the strategies, this is the team, these are the tasks, these are the milestones I'm expecting in order for us to have a successful project. Progress is generally measured through reviews. Every strategy needs at least one review, one performance review, and also every team member needs to have at least one type of like performance review that we go through with them. It can be a template because a lot of the things are quite similar that we'll go over. So everyone working in like the Instagram reposting team will have the exact same performance review, and we have automated analytics in terms of the total number of accounts that they're working on, the views that they generated. But in that case, we are measuring only them based on activity. We're not basing them on results because they're executing our strategy and content from the model, so it's a lot of things that they haven't really got control over. So we would never kind of punish over results in that point, because it could be a case it's just not good content from the model or something like that. We're measuring them based on how many posts they're doing per day, what is the space between each post, how many total accounts are they managing,